Let's give everybody a little update on the money pit for week ending 12/17, something like that. So here's my upstairs bathroom that the floor was all rotted out. Of course, like everything in the house, rotted out. I had plumbers come in and tear out all the cast iron old pipe and put in, the newer PVC stuff. And when they lifted the toilet, the tile underneath it was bad. And anyways, I removed all the tile floor. I removed all the rotten wood, and then I built it back, kind of like a deck structure. The same thing I did down there where the sliding glass door was. That way, my first piece I'm going to lay down is 1/2-inch ply, which is the same thickness as what's in here. And then whatever floor I decide to do will go on top of that. But this way, I got something to scab onto underneath the tub. Plus I got something to scab onto right here without having to go back all the way to the wall, because the joists run, this way. And I built it up strong under the commode, because I don't think I'm going to put tile back in here. I think I'm just going to do like sheet vinyl. And that way, if I just have a couple layers of plywood or something, plywood and then OSB and then sheet vinyl, at least around the commode where all the weight is, it'll have a strong base to sit on. I might even go as far as putting another one right here. We'll see. I've got to get with the plumbers to figure out how high I need to bring up the floor so their pipe will work. And the blue wire is Cat 5 Ethernet wire. I'm running it to every room and a lot of the light fixtures, just kind of planning ahead and thinking for the future. Excuse me, you just never know. So I went ahead and ran that wire while I was up here. And next weekend, I'll start putting in the floor and then the insulation. I got to tear down this vintage medicine cabinet. I got the sliding doors somewhere else, and these old vintage soap and toilet paper holder and all that. The tub's in good shape. So that's the bathroom. Here's the money green room. I haven't done anything to it since I learned how to do some drywall work. So we'll get back to that. I'm working around daylight and working around my neighbors for noise, and I'm just kind of shuffling around odds and ends. That's why I'm bouncing all over the place. Plus I feel like I operate better like that. Yesterday, Saturday, I didn't get much done because it was I had to do things for Mom, and it cost me the whole day. Her dog got sick, so I was at the vet for like 6 hours and yada, yada, yada. So Saturday, I didn't get much done. I did get the exterior of the new French door dried in. I, added some wood, and then I added some foam in a can. And anyways, the outside is dried in. I still need to put the trim pieces back on. That's these brown boards, but I'll get to that later. I do have the entire subfloor down in the dining room and the kitchen. I put this last piece in right over here today when I first got here. Yesterday, I did get the floor done in here. And then Brutus and I came back over last night after the vet, and I got all my screws down in this section of the floor in the kitchen. You can see all the cross hatches with the chalk lines. So it is screwed down. Listen to the difference. Let's see, because this side is not screwed down. Just a difference once you get to where it's screwed down. Now, I know 1,000 of you guys are going to say that this OSB, has painted lines in, we'll call it from the factory. And yeah, I learned that after I made the first cut, and then they didn't line up with my joists. So if I ever do a subflooring again, I'll know to make my cuts to get the lines lined up, for what they give us. You can see my chalk lines are off just a little bit. So I could have cut it on a different end and slid the board over, and their lines would have lined up with the floor joists. Hey, live and learn, guys. Live and learn. Now, in here, these lines do line up with my floor joists. Let me show you here. So I've got them marked. It's actually this line to here, and that black line. Oh, but then it moves over a little bit. So I mean, I was close, right? I was close. You know, it's not square in here, so, and I'm not square. Like this one here, that line right going by the step ladder all the way to from here, all the way to the French door, it lined up the whole way. Isn't that something? But then you get over here and it's not really lined up, so. Oh well, oh to the well. So I think I'm gonna clean up and call it a day. Well, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of This Old House. So, hey, subscribe if you haven't. Like, share, all that stuff is the best way to support me. Once we get to 1,000, then YouTube will start paying the mortgage. So we need 1,000 subscribers, guys. Come on, help me out. Until next time, you'll see me here.